Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Can you all hear me okay?
Yes.
All right. Happy early Juneteenth. Yes. Give me some energy. The leadership, Daniel, College of Lake County faculty, staff, community members, and most importantly, the students that are gathered here today. I want to thank you for giving me the privilege to stand with you as we celebrate Juneteenth today. It truly is an honor to be here on today with you all, a day that represents resilience, liberation, and the enduring pursuit of freedom. So we gather today not only to remember our history, but to consider what that history really requires of us. Because Juneteenth is much more than a celebration, it's a reminder. A reminder that freedom delayed is still injustice. A reminder that progress comes through perseverance. And remember that every generation has a responsibility to move freedom forward. So on June 19th in 1865, more than 2 years after the Emancipation Proclamation was signed, enslaved people in Galveston, Texas, they finally learned that they were free. So I want you to think about that for a moment. Freedom had already been declared, yet many people were unaware. The law had been changed, yet their reality had not. And while much has changed since 1865, that lesson remains urgently relevant today. Because freedom is not just about what is written on paper, freedom is about access. It's about the opportunity, it's about the ability to dream, to grow, to learn, and to truly become. Malcolm X said, "Education is our passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to the people who prepare for today." As an educator with over 2 decades of experience in schools and communities, I've spent my career really helping young people discover what is possible for their lives. And one thing that I know with absolute certainty is education remains to be one of the most powerful pathways to freedom. Now, notice I said one of the most powerful pathways. It is not the only pathway. Education gives us choice. It amplifies our voices, and it equips us to challenge those very systems that have oppressed. It helps us to solve problems, build future, and futures that previous generations could only imagine. So I grew up right here in Lake County. I attended Waukegan Public Schools, and I graduated early. In fact, I walked through the very doors of this institution to begin my journey. So like some of you, I am a first-generation college graduate. I'm the first person in my immediate and extended family on both sides to earn a terminal degree. Now that didn't happen by accident. It happened through hard work, determination, and a refusal to quit. And so many of us here today, someone before us sacrificed. They may have endured discrimination. They may face their own obstacles that still were able for them to push forward. They believed that they could, they kept going so that the next generation might have those opportunities that they never had. So we are standing on the shoulders of those dreamers. Dreamers who were told no, dreamers who were overlooked, dreamers who faced closed doors and found a way through. Anyway, because of them, many of us now have opportunities that once seemed impossible. So the question is, what will you do with those opportunities? So students, I want to speak directly to each of you for a moment. Believe it or not, you are living in a time of extraordinary possibility. And I also recognize that many of you are carrying a lot of uncertainty right now. You may be questioning your major, wondering about your next step, balancing school, work, family, finances, and the pressure of trying to figure out who you are and where you're going. I want you to hear me clearly when I say, you don't have to have it all figured out today. Purpose is rarely revealed all at once. It unfolds one step at a time. One class, one mentor, one opportunity, one act of courage, one inspiring guest speaker, one decision to keep going. I did not have a perfectly straight path. There were moments where I doubted myself, moments when I was the only person in the room that looked like me, moments when the road ahead was unclear, and moments when the destination itself felt impossible. But I kept showing up. I kept learning. I kept growing. And over time, those small, faithful steps became a career dedicated to serving students and communities. But what I've learned is that success is rarely reserved for the most talented person in the room. Success often belongs to the person that refuses to quit. That right there, that's the spirit of Juneteenth. Hope in the face of uncertainty, perseverance in the face of obstacles, faith in a future not yet fully realized. I would be remiss if I didn't just speak for a moment about faith. Now, not just religious faith, but that deeper belief that life has purpose beyond what we can currently see. Did I mention to you all that I literally walked the stage 8 months pregnant to receive my bachelor's degree? Trust me when I say there have been seasons in my life where doors closed, when plans changed, when opportunities I desperately wanted did not materialize. And in every one of those seasons, I had to trust that that setback was not the end of the story. That what may feel like delay in that moment actually was preparation. So that belief is what sustained generations of Black Americans. It sustained those who endured slavery, those who marched for civil rights, those who integrated schools, those who have started businesses, those who are opening doors for others. And it can definitely sustain each of us today. Because here is what I most want you to understand. Freedom is not a destination. Freedom is a responsibility. We honor our ancestors by serving our communities, by lifting others as we climb, by choosing excellence, even when mediocrity is easier. So as we celebrate Juneteenth, I want to leave you with 3 questions, not to answer right now in this moment, but to carry with you and reflect on later. The first question is, what knowledge are you pursuing that will expand your freedom? Second question, who are you becoming through your experiences that you are having today? And my final question, how will your success create opportunity for someone else tomorrow? Because true freedom is never just about us. It's about community. It's about legacy. It's about making sure you bring others along. So today, as we celebrate how far we've come and we commit ourselves to the work that remains, your story matters. Your voice matters. Your education matters. Your dream matters. Your future matters. Better yet, you matter. The generation before us fought for the freedom to dream. So it is my wish that we all have the courage to dream boldly. May we have the discipline to pursue our dreams, and may we have the commitment to use our gifts to make this world better for those of us that come after us. Happy Juneteenth.